Tas tus ta mai to play pero pues muy Oh, the ad break is still going on. Damn. Uh, boink. Uh, Hold on. Let me wait for the ad break to end, I guess. Hello. Hello, people. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Uh, Burb, congrats on getting first. Dossie getting second. And then Tinso getting third. What's up, Tinso? If you're still here, how you doing? If you're still here, but also you're probably not because you're avoiding spoilers. But I appreciate you coming here anyway. And hello, Steel Shark. Good to see you again. So, wowza. Today is very not planned out. Not that my streams are normally not planned out. I mean, they are normally not planned out, but not that I have. Well, the thing is, I normally have an idea. Like, I'm probably gonna have at least a stream's worth of content here, but I actually have no idea this time. Uh, because apparently there's other stuff you can do if you load up your completed save on Deltarune. I have no idea what it actually is. Other than maybe the fact that you can go through that door that I forgot was there. Uh, so I'm just gonna get into it because I don't have anything important to say. Bum 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 ba. Audio good, visual good. Everything looks great. Man, I feel bad for anyone who is like trying to watch my content specifically and are faced with the fact that I just came from Dossie's stream like yesterday, where I was going along with her voice acting shit for chapter 2, and now I'm skipping right to the end. So, okay. So this should do something. And it did something immediately. Hey! I have to return back. Turn to save point. The other one. Return to beginning? Too far. Or not? I don't actually remember where this is. I also don't know what the audio sounds like in comparison to me right now. Game is kind of quiet for me. I don't actually know if it is for the stream. Hey now. Huh? Looks like that thing in Castletown. A way back to the light world. Did the door to the church crack open? Well, what do we do? Go back to Castletown, of course. Wait, I can't leave now. Toriel might be... Susie, if you stay, I should stay too. Chris, if you're gonna go, go fast and direct. No messing around. That is the opposite of what I'm planning. Come back quick, Chris. All right. Uh, excuse me? This is not Castletown. I can't even go into the party dojo for one. Funky music emerges from the cafe and fills the town. We're filled with the power of Funky Town. Beautiful. How's it going? Feels questionable. Good day, boss. Or rather, Nyan. Young human, we recommend the tiramisu caddies. Check recruit. Can I? Oh, I can place them anywhere. Okay, I cannot lie. Since I don't actually know how much time it's gonna take to do the content remaining, I might as well screw around a little bit. Miss Mizzle? And a Mizzle. Pretty sure they have interactions when they're placed like this. Did it hurt? Wait, who's saying this? Did it hurt when you fell? Your tag says you're the moon. Oh, they're talking. Oh, my rain, you put me on cloud 9, which is the best cloud. Okay. Did it hurt when you fell? Your tag says you're the moon. They know each other. This is weird. Okay, try something else. Oh wait, no, I can still talk to these two. Oh, young hero, I beseech thee, where is the VIP chamber? Oh, is this tap water? Oh, hum. Alright. I kind of want to... Oh, the water coolers were... Yeah, the water coolers are their own type of enemy. So... If I put water cooler on one end... and Mizzle on the other one, does that do anything? Does that do anything? Is this tap water? Nothing. Looks like they're drinking water. I thought for sure there'd be some kind of interaction there. Maybe... if it was Miss Mizzle? Oh, cannot place because she's already there. How about now? How you feel about that? You feel nothing? Damn it. Maybe there are less interactions than I thought there were. That makes sense. This is like would be a weird thing to spend a lot of time on, especially since I don't think most people playing the game are even aware it exists. I mean, I got one interaction, but that one was kind of obvious. Ah, well. I don't think it'll be much fun. Beg for Mercy is my favorite Deltarune action. Yeah, I do that every day. I get a lot of practice in. Okay, but seriously, what is happening? Oh. Well, they're enjoying themselves. That's good. But seriously, what? Is this all to, like, tunnel me into doing this? Password is 6453, don't forget it. Yep, just straight up telling me the password. Alright. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna play this one more time. I just want to feel something again. Wait, demo? Where are they? Oh, they're not here. Oh, shit. That's too bad. Shit. That one part still gets me. Shit. Love it. Oh dear, it's like Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage all over again. Really? Just imagine if the next there's a Hatsune Miku show where the whole thing she does for the entire song is she go guitar songs. Just does guitar songs vocally and that's it. Can I even go into the castle? No. This is absolutely I'm being funneled. So I thought there were a bunch of different things, but apparently it's just this door because I have no option to go anywhere else. I really hope there is 2 hours worth of content in this door. Statue, 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 statue has cat ears. Pet it. It's gone. Oh. Okay. It's cat ears. Pet. Surprisingly, you can't reach. Okay. But there's a lot of things I can't reach. Seems the mouse is terrified of the statue. You saved the mouse from the cat statue. It considers you its hero. The mouse transforms from admiration. Looks like you can use the mouse with the mouse. Huh now? How now, brown cow? Oh. That's super weird. How does this work with controller? Hey there, a real V2IDK. Welcome in. I guess I'm supposed to pet things with this? I was not expecting to need 3 hands for this. Ooh. Oh, this is good. Oh, wait. Can I stack them? Just call me V2. Alright. Hi there, V2. We're the... That's disappointing. Oh, well. I guess I'll take the top hat then, since that's the most relevant. Oh, sweet. There's a secret hat, which I can put on top of my current hat. Nice. Good file cabinet. Can I put it in here? I knew it! I've done this thing for the chapter. Yeah, I'm doing it for the first time. Yippee! Oh wait, there's actually I lost all my hats immediately. Lost all my cats immediately. Open treasure inside was TV dinner. My inventory is full. I can't believe the absolute chicanery of this. That's high level petting. My instinct tells me that I'm being introduced to this as a new mechanic for whatever is about to come up here. And, I don't know, I'm a little scared. Seems like all I can really do with it is sort of use it as some sort of limited point and click adventure type power. The Molly use is pretty neat. I like the top hat. Thank you. I like it too. Yeah, mysterious microphone-shaped crystal. Peering into the crystal ball, the thought of microphones cross your mind. Oh no! Say what now? Mouse right click, not recommend. Hey now, brown cow. Hey now, brown cow. This is gonna be a little weird. Just sensitivity. Maybe I should put it up a little bit. I don't know what is good. I'm assuming staying in green is good. Maybe I should leave it around here then. Maybe turn it up a little bit. All right, mic zone. Oh. Oh no, there's two new mechanics being added here. Hey, what the heck are you doing in here? Didn't you read that door? No, it said Mike. Oh, it said Mike. You didn't read it, how do you know what it said? That's a fair response. What, you think you're Mike or something? Are you Mike? I'm Mike. Wrong. Are you getting this? You're hearing yourself yapping? Your room noise air check? No, mic check. There's only one real Mike. And that's me. Oh, we're just getting right into it, huh? Say what now? What is happening right now? Hello? Hello. What am I supposed to do here? Adjust sensitivity? Oh! Mike got pet. Seems to like that. Hey, nice to meet ya. It's me, Motormouth Mike, the microphone who croons and groans. Nice of you to drop by. Not at all. No. Look with your private eyes. This is a private room. Private room, see? We are live. You're on the air. We are recording. You are background noise. Get out. Well, these 48 volts ain't gonna be for just show. Say what now, bro? How about here? Huh? Hey, this is super weird. That was ominous. Combs his head back. The mouse offered you a fruit bonus. It was effective. I don't need any health though. That's right. It's me, Mike.
Always has been, always will be. They call me Motormouth because I never stop talking ever. Sure you heard me, you didn't you? You tuned me out, no sorry, yes sorry. And I'm always on the air, in the air, all around you, even within you. Now get out.
Well, that's not quite fair. This is hard. Hello there, Mocha Gaming and Cat. Thank you for being here for this, whatever this is. My God, Pet.
Mike all day, Mike all night. I'm the best, most beloved, tenor's favorite. Always there for him, never not there. I'm always there, never not. I do his therapy, his psychology, his analogies, his first aid, his last aid, his lemonade, his grenades, his eye drops, his nose drops, his cough drops. I tuck him in at night, I play him his bedtime programs, I sing his theme song. Most of all, I record everything he ever says, and even some things he never says. Now get out! I think Mike needs a little break. I'll be back in a sec.
What in the hell? Mike seems to be a little too into the jazz music. Who the hell are you, the Cat in the Hat? This is also Mike. What the hell is happening now? Now seems like a good time for water, honestly. And oh, I forgot to keep up with redeems too. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch and the pet sketch. and the bits sketch and the things. How do thread what? How do get thread? It's literally just, you know, you watch, you have the stream open, you click the bonus thing when it pops up. There's a bunch of other things. I don't know all of them, but also if you're subscribed, not that you need to be, but if you're subscribed, you get a multiplier on that, and lots of other stuff. Yeah, it's a CRT thread. You know what? It might actually not be obvious, but I do have like a bit of a TV theme myself up here. I am, in case you didn't know, I am your lovely host, Poppet. Oh, it's thread. I don't know what that is. Thread? Like what thread is? Like string? Like yarn? Like what you sew with? Is that what you're asking? Pet. Like a pet. I just realized I'm dancing constantly.
Hey, don't look so shocked. It's me, Mike. Mike, who famously loves to talk. I'm gonna talk right now. Listen.
Hey, I like the same thing, buddy.
Did you hear? That was great, right? Real verbose.
Okay, that was more stressful than I thought. Oh, CRT thread, as in the letters CRT. As in like CRT television. Did you notice the #1 rated salesman 1997 motif? I did, kinda. I still don't fully understand what that side story is fully about. I got a lot of bits and pieces. What's a CRT television? I really hope you're joking. But I guess on the percentage chance that you are serious, I guess CRTs aren't really around anymore. But they are. It's short for cathode ray television. It's what TVs used to be. It's like back when TV pictures were generated not with like a bunch of tiny lights, but with like a little laser that was systematically shooting colors like really fast, and it was also technically not healthy to be exposed to. That's old television. You don't have a TV? Well, yeah, you don't really need one nowadays. Mike got pet.
So I look a little different. Well, what's the big deal? Just changed my outfit. That little costume was so cramped. That was what was tiring me out. I still feel miserable. Miserable, I said miserable.
What is happening?
Alright, that's enough already. Not feeling quite myself. I think I really need to take a break. I said, I think Mike really needs to take a break.
Say what now? What? Okay, I know I just said it, but what is happening? Mike is definitely a cowboy. Oh wow, can I just do that whenever? I might be wasting it.
Nice to meet you. It's me, Big Mouth Mike. They calls me that because I don't shut up, see? This is a private room. We got private eyes. We've been investigating you. We like what we see. Keep it up.
Huh? 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 Mike considers manipulating the volume. This is super weird, and I have a very bad feeling that this will not cover the 2-hour stream I had planned. You seem cool. Mike got pet.
Nice to meet you some more. I'm still Mike. Big Mouth Mike. Sorry, I mean Motor Mouth Mike. My name's Motor Mouth Mike. Yeah, Modern Mouth Mike. You know.
Hey. 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 This is gonna look really weird on the audio track. You get the shadow mantle. I already have the shadow mantle. I've done a lot of the secret things. It's why I'm doing this. Mike seems slightly uncomfortable in their jacket. Oh no.
Nice to meet you some more again. It's me, Modern Mike, and my mouth is big because I talk a lot. Motor Mouth Mike! Motor Mouth Mike! My name is Motor Mouth Mike! Yeah, what he said. I'm Motor Mike. Motor Mouth!
Eh? No! Oh, that one was hard.
What does Mike say next? Don't ask that idiot. You're Mike. Oh, yes. So why can't I say whatever I want? Alright, that's it. Look, I admit it. There's more than one Mike. More than one. And now that you know, there's no way we can ever let you out of here alive.
Okay, now it's getting interesting. Hold on, I forgot to complete the games. Now it's getting interesting. I'm still barely damaged, guys. Still like that, Mike.
Usually, we split this all up. One Mike does all the talking. One Mike is the muscles. And one Mike listens. Gotta have a Mike that listens.
What's happening here? Okay. Oh, that's so weird. Damn, Toby really just likes trying things, doesn't he? Mike is definitely something. Mike got pet.
Everyone thinks there's only one Mike. One. But there ain't. There's two. Three. Sorry, I forget because he doesn't talk. Eh. 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 Eh.
This has got to be so weird to listen to. I feel bad for anyone who uses me as background noise. I didn't even pet that one.
But we can't let this get out. No. If people knew there was more than one Mike, everybody would want to be Mike. Well, we're not letting that happen. Boys, it's time for our ultimate attack.
And what is that? Yeah, it's just a big ball. They just... they're just a big ball. Hey...
This is the strategy I'm going with.
This is actually super kind of boring, actually. Oh crap, my laughter put me over the edge. Oh, I'm supposed to hit him! Oh! Alright, got him. Now what, Mike?
That ain't worked so good.
Boss, can we just use our normal attacks?
What? No way! I mean, wait, these are normal attacks. Alright, pick out your gun, buddy. Wait, time out! Time out!
Oh god, that was it, wasn't it? How long has it been? 40 minutes. 10 minutes of that was me talking and preparing. Oh god. Oh god. It's so much less than I thought. I could have done this at the end of my last stream even. I didn't even know this was a thing though.
Sorry, I admit it, I admit it. It was so hard doing what Tenna wanted, I couldn't do it alone. I needed more mics. Along the way, I forgot who I really was. But you helped me remember.
I've literally done nothing. I just showed up here.
I'm the only Mike, the real one. These two guys are fakes! Beat 'em up! Make 'em pay for being so stupid.
Okay, now I didn't expect that plot twist.
Alright, I admit it. None of us are actually Mike. We're just kind of in charge of Mike's room, unofficially. Dan is always talking to Mike, right? Well, you see, sometimes he wants to come to this room and visit him. Been that way since TV World. But he gets really moody if Mike isn't there. He takes it out on us. But here's the thing about that.
Holy crap.
Mike's never been here! Not once! And in order to stop Denner from getting his nose twisted up, we just started taking turns pretending to be him. You know what the weird thing is? It actually worked! As long as there's a mic, Denner actually believes it.
He's just doing every face.
So we couldn't let you in here, you'd snitch. It's too late now, our conspiracy's busted. Just before you tell Tenna, remember, let me ask you one last thing.
Oh dear God.
Who's Mike? Who is he? Because none of us have ever seen him. None of us, ever. Every time Tenna asks Mike to do something, it's either like, he just does it himself, we do it secretly, or it just sort of happens. So who is Mike? Who is he? Is he just Tenna's imaginary friend? Is he Tenna's alter ego? Like some alternate personality or something? And why the hell does he get so much love and attention? If the weather guy's a second in command, what does that make him? Oh, what if it's us? Us? Yeah, we've been pretending to be Mike doing stuff. What if when we pretend to be Mike, we's actually Mike? What? It's always been us? Then where's the idea of Mike even come from in the first place?
Okay, so Toby, no, I see that Toby has decided to put some of his real life fans in the game in a like really questionable decision.
It's me. Doesn't make any sense. What about you? You came to this room. Are you Mike? Are you? Huh? Are you? Are you? I give up. As long as someone's Mike, it'll work out.
And there they go. And another room over to the side. You don't really like looking at this sort of thing. Is this some kind of like subtle commentary on like Toby's opinion on these types of theorists? I'm pretty sure it's not bashing because I don't think Toby would bash that. But he's definitely lampshading it at the very least. Are there ads? Hold on, let me check. Alright, what I miss? Pretty much the entire rest of that conversation. But what the hell? What the hell was that? Pardon? Hello? Hello? Is that the end of the content?
Oh God.
Well. Thanks for the follow, VT. V2. So what? Something else just happened. Oh. The room got a lot smaller. What? Huh? That Batat, Jungler, Pluie. It's the Michael bomb. It resets the high score of all Michael. The temptation of Michael. What has happened here? Avoid Patat and get cats with mouse. Volume speed make blue cat. Combine for rare cat. What the fuck? Excuse? Huh? Invert vol. Okay. Huh? What the hell is happening? Avoid cat and get cats with mouse. Guys, I guess I need to scream and then I control it with my mouse? Okay. Okay. I can't do that. Invert volume. That's great. That's great. What is happening? Seriously, what is this for? Is this for anything? Is this just mini games? Jungle cats into the hoop. Oh. Your voice controls gravity. Oops, there goes gravity. Combo with simultaneous cats. What? Oh. Oh, now brown cow. Wait, this is so much easier if I just have gravity on the whole time, isn't it? Oh God. How long does this go? A minute of this? Holy shit! What the hell is this shit? Okay, invert? There's no invert for this one? That's insane. Oh my god. Bronze? But I was doing so great at this one. There's a bronze? At least I thought it was. Bring only the chosen ones to the ark. Mouse only. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to chatter, I guess. Oh shit, yeah, that damages me. Good to know. Say what now? Oh, they're raining now. Okay. Ah, shit. I've lost cats. This is so much easier. Ow. Was there text appearing behind the screen there? Was I doing so well that I was unlocking like a secret and then I failed at just the last second? Danger, raising Pluie levels. Well, that was weird. I got silver on that one. What? What is the point of this? What is any of this? Excuse me?
You will play various mini games. They don't mean anything. Anyway, go back to the main plot line.
Oh wait, I can return. Oh, thank God. No! It just takes me back.
Took you long enough.
Hope you had a good time, Chris.
I didn't.
Oh man, what am I supposed to do now? I have not even gone through a whole hour. I can't just do a super short stream. I barely stream as it is. Pete Grousey voice, thank you. I try my best. Go to old man study. There's gotta be something. Wait, did this ever get unlocked? Sealed by Canine Force. Oh, right. The dog race. I don't think there's anything new for me to do. What have I done? I've locked myself in. I thought I would at least maybe get an hour out of that. Have you beaten the big dude? You have to be more specific than that. I mean, there's a lot of big dudes. I've done every optional boss, I'm pretty sure. The Titan? Yeah. So, I call him the big dude. Okay. So, is there even any way that I can, like... For a second I was like, what if I do the weird route? But then I'm like, no. That would take way too long. And also, I kind of, for the most part, know what happens in the route, so you wouldn't even get the joy of my reactions anyway. Hello, #1 suntan enjoyer. Change of game? I guess changing the game is the only thing I can do. Yeah, I've beaten the night too.
Oh, God.
My 100% nature has come back to bite me now. I thought there was gonna be. First of all, I didn't realize I was only gonna be able to go into the Tenna building. Didn't get past the first attack. Oh no, don't worry. I still struggled. I still had, like one of my streams got extended by an hour from attempts, and I didn't even beat him until the next stream. Damn. There's really nothing. I thought there'd be a little bit. Toby went through the whole trouble of adding like a whole extra cutscene so that we could go back. I figured there must be more than just that. No hit the night? Yeah. Fuck that. I will never even try. That's it. I've done all the Deltarune stuff now. It's a sobering thought. I don't even know, like, man, I've literally done so much of all of it. Not even so much, I've literally done pretty much all of it. Except for maybe some like minor interactions. And to the weird route, but that doesn't really count. I guess I'm gonna have to change the game, but I usually plan this out. Like if I haven't even decided what game I want to play after Deltarune. Undertale? I think I've played that enough times. Shoot. Flip a coin? Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Wait, did I disable that? Flip a coin. Of course you do it the second I double check it. Yeah, I knew it. You're just not listening to me, Poppet. Anyway. Thank you. Well, I'm looking through my games, I guess. I don't like, to begin with, if I pick a game here, am I committing to that one? I guess it's my choice, but I don't know. I guess this is flip coins for game choice. That makes sense. I just like flipping coins. See, the thing is, I have a lot of games. I guess if I really wanted to, I could literally just buy one right here. I would hope that I could, out of the many games that I have and have not played, there's one here I can just do. For a second, I was thinking like, oh man, what if I just got people together to play Dokapon? And then I thought, oh wait, no, one game of that takes like 4 hours. And that would be going over. I shall vanish now, goodbye. Yep, thanks for joining us, V2. Hope I see you again some other time. Ugh, I'm trapped. I'm trapped! This is what I get for putting off my decision. If I had already decided what game I wanted to fill up the Deltarune slot by now, I would just do that. But I put it off because I was like, nah, I don't have to. I still got one more Deltarune stream in me. I'll do that one and then I'll think about it. A fool. I'm a fool. Oh wait, people gave me suggestions when I asked about it in the Discord. Let me see, where are those? Uh, 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 Killer Frequency, Firewatch, Persona. Yeah, I've done all those. Tavern Talk. There's a lot of voice acting. I said I wanted to be a voice acting type game. But I think I would get bored if it were just a visual novel game, so I guess what I was asking was more complicated than I thought. Damn it. This is, very messy. God. And would I pick something I haven't installed yet, even? That might take a while. If it was a big game. It had to be a small game if I don't have it installed. Son of a gun. What have I done to myself? Why didn't I just think about what the next game... Why didn't I just decide on something? Why must I keep procrastinating myself into corners? Digizium. I can play an idle game. I just play them, just totally give up and just start playing an idle game on stream. Volcano Princess? When did I own this? I'm getting into the territory of games I own where I don't even remember purchasing them. Etrian Odyssey? I definitely didn't buy this. I wanted to play this. Oh, wait, my brother bought that. That's family share. I could play this Gaia game? I don't know. I also don't want to kill the last hour of this stream and just have it be just me sitting here in Deltarune looking for another game to play. But also I'm reluctant to switch the category to just chatting. And having the game still open justifies me keeping it as Deltarune. Let me see. Oh, I can narrow it down. Story rich? Or maybe if I narrowed it down by visual novel type game. Wait, corporate suck up. Oh wait, this is the game that Dossie recommended. I have this already? Did I buy this at some point? What game is this? I don't even remember what kind of game this is. Oliver's future at Reeve Capital depends on winning over 3 strange colleagues while working as secretary. Nothing ominous is happening if he doesn't think too hard about it. Okay. Contains crude language. Wow, this really does not give me much information. It's also $2, which is probably why I own it. I bought it. I don't know. Seems like a pretty small game. Might be the kind of thing I want to save for an occasion where I want to stream, but I don't. But not like specifically when I usually stream. Why do I have so many soccer games? $2 hairs. That's right. The incredibly low Steam price of $2 hairs. I am noticing a trend that about like 70% of the visual novel type games I have in my library are also of the not safe for work variety. Specifically the Sakura games. I have so many of these. When did I get these? Sakura Gamer? I don't think I've quite reached the point of giving up where I'm gonna play a porn game on stream. Murder numbers? What is this? This is mine? No, that's another family share thing. Chicken Police. Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth. I played that forever ago, but I'm definitely gonna install that now. Hi there, Luna. Misadventures of Laura Silver. Simulacra? That's a horror game. Not into that. Maybe at this point I should change my category. I don't think this counts as Deltarune anymore. Hey, Pumpkin Cat. Welcome in. I just realized that I finished Deltarune in the first 20 minutes of my stream. So now this is a stream where Deltarune is in the background while I figure out what is going to be replacing my Tuesday story games. Hi swap. Oh, this is a Homestuck thing. The world next door? I should have decided it ahead of time. Oh, hi, Bobber. So I actually, Bobber, I'm actually, if you've got any suggestions to help me out here, I've actually finished Deltarune, like, completely. Like, there's no more content left for me to do. And I have to decide what's gonna replace my Tuesday games from now on. I didn't think too hard, but, like, when I initially decided I was going to do Silk Song and Deltarune for specified slots of the week, those were two games that I really wanted to play. So, and that I knew a decent bit about, and I don't really have any other games that fits that bill. Batman, the Telltale series? Ah, probably not. I've got a surprising amount of Neptunia games. When I did being hype swap. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that since I don't actually get any of the references. Hi there, Stanger. Why am I getting so many people who are new to my streams and it has to be this one? I should change my category. I have not been playing Deltarune. I've reached the point where I've spent too long just sitting on one screen for me to justify that I'm playing Deltarune. Wait, hold on a second. There's a perfect game. Attorney of the Arcane. I never finished that. I said I was going to eventually, and then I didn't. I'll just do that with the next hour that I have. I'm not new? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. If you were, it would have told me you were. And it did not. Night in the Woods. Same vibes with good games. They are good games. And unfortunately, I played them all. Oh God, I've played every good game. Play the Steam release of Off? Oh, you know what? That is another game that I was gonna play at some point. That could be a good one. I heard that was really good. One of the most influential RPGs of the last 20 years. But you know what? I think I will make that my new Tuesday game. just because I actually think that fits perfectly. However, I'm also not gonna play it now because I want to start editing my videos, and I think I would like to start editing that cleanly and not have it be something I like cut into from a different game. So I'm gonna play Attorney of the Arcane for a little bit, and remember to check back. Off is not very long. Of course it's not. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out what to play next when that bridge arrives at me. Look, Dynamic suggestions for your another stream if you like some suggestions. I would always appreciate some suggestions. Highly recommend if you haven't Psychonauts. Yes, that is an amazing game that I have actually 100%ed twice, actually. Oh, God. Man, I would, this would be so much easier if I were one of those streamers that just started playing games for streams and not like that I was a hopeless gaming addict before I started streaming. Like there's some people like on who stream and do stuff, and it's like amazing that they've never heard of all these big games. I saw somebody streaming themselves play Undertale, and they've never played Undertale before or heard anything about it, which is like, how do you even do that? How do you not hear anything about Undertale? They had to be exaggerating. Okay. All right. So I'm going to change my category, and I have to change my YouTube info as well. There we go. And change my Twitch thingamabob. Magic Attorney. I'm not putting effort into it. I'm just doing it. No. Law. I don't even know if that changes anything. By curiosity, are you a furry? I mean, no. I guess not. It depends on what your definition is. If you're one of those people who thinks that just liking anthropomorphic character makes you a furry, then I guess yes. But most people I know define it as like, do you have a fursona or do you have a fursuit? Which neither is true for me. And I guess I don't know. I think I would die if somebody said that my avatar was my persona. Spiritfarer is actually a game I've never played. That is actually one I don't know much about, other than like people cry when they play it. So that is another really good option. I'll add that to the potentials list. Maybe it's something I play after off. Tyrion. Attorney of the Arcane. And then we just go into YouTube real quick. Attorney. Magical Attorney. That's one of the most boring titles I've ever had. Also, I just realized I have Blue Sky open, and it's because I was going to announce my stream like I'm supposed to be doing, and then I forgot to do it again. It's okay. It makes it a more exclusive club. I don't remember what I was doing in this game. Wait. Wait. Oh, was I doing that thing where I make my most recent save the bottom one? That would explain that. Alright. Mind Wave? Oh, I've never heard of that one. Also, is this game way too loud? I'm looking at the audio capture right now. It looks a bit louder than I'm used to. Doll Tail from that old Sonic racing game. Never heard of that. Doll Tail? Or Tails Doll? Oh, well, that's creepy. But I guess I can see it. A bit loud, but not crazy loud. We should probably turn it a little bit, because I'm pretty sure it's only going to get louder. And plus, the last time I was playing this game, I got like copyright strike for one of the things, which, as it turns out, it was not the thing they said it was. So I appealed and it actually went through. So hell yeah. All right, let's jump right in. Let's jump right into this game. I really don't remember anything that was happening. I'm pretty sure when I got to this point in the game originally, I already was like certain I knew what happened. And now I don't nothing. YouTube appeals actually worked? Oh no, it wasn't a YouTube appeal, it was a Twitch appeal. It's time for trial. Let's take deep breaths and relax. Oh god. Hi, Tyrion. Celeste! Don't sneak up on me like that. Why are you so nervous? It's not as if this is your first time defending someone. I can't help it. There's something about this building that just fills with me with anxiety. It's too bad Ruby couldn't make it.
Water and water, water.
Water? Thank you!
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Ugh, I honestly really needed that. I appreciate its danger. I'd say that you should calm down for Wallace's sake. As if we're physically holding the water away. I'm physically holding the water. There's so many people here, and they're all staring at me. Their eyes are prying into me like a pack of flesh-eating maggots. Gross. Don't worry, Wallace. Our investigation revealed a lot of weaknesses in the prosecution's case. We have a strong case for your acquittal. Aw, thank you, Stanger. Okay. See, you can be confident when you want to be. It's strange, something is calming about Wallace's anxiety. It's like he just absorbs the tension out of you and into himself. Ah, yes, why are we more blurry than the frickin' audience?
Court is now in session for the trial of Wallace Nightgrave.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh wow, I actually slipped right into that voice very easily. Go me. The defense is also ready.
Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you please list the charges?
The defendant is a student at Wyvern Guard Imperial Academy. Mr. Nightgrave is charged with first-degree murder, Sorry, that word killed me. Negligent misuse of the arcane arts and illegal practice of advanced necromancy.
Necromancy? That evil shit. Do you mean to tell me that the defendant is a dirty necromancer?
I can't believe it. Necromancer in this day and age? I thought they were extinct. The kingdom let this happen. Your Honor, I would like to remind the court that they should view my client objectively.
Of course, but one can easily see it from the list of charges. Necromancy plays a large role in the charges.
Indeed, the crime occurred within the academy this morning. The victim is Catherine Bellwether, a professor at the school. Although there were no witnesses, traces of necromancy were detected on the body. Furthermore, the autopsy report shows that the body has no physical wounds.
I see.
Necromancy is the only type of magic that can farm an individual and harm an individual without physically wounding them.
Game looks like a mix between Ace Attorney and those cheap dating simulators. I don't think I made a strong decision on the game yet. It has some cool elements about it, but there are some very clear problems with it. The soundtrack is not one of them. The soundtrack is awesome. I actually am subscribed to the YouTuber that composed this entire soundtrack.
Additionally, the alchemist report shows no signs of poison or disease. As my little cane whap, therefore one can only conclude that a necromancer has committed the crime. As many of you know, necromancy is held under high scrutiny by the Crown. Aside from the defendant, no other students were permitted to learn advanced necrotic magic. As such, the defendant was the only mage in that building capable of committing the murder.
I see. That is certainly compelling evidence.
To properly present our case, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orm White to the stand.
This guy, I do not at all remember what the voice was. Didn't say the game looked bad, just here to make a few jokes. Yeah, no, I knew you weren't saying that. It's not an amazing game as far as I've played. There's like the actual puzzles, the riddles themselves have been a little too easy, but I was really hoping that was because it's still the beginning of the game. Like to the point where it's like really obvious, like, oh yeah, he was just walking and then he turned 90 degrees and coughed at the door. And then continued walking. Like, I wonder what's gonna be important here.
Commander White, please testify to the court about the Inquisition's findings.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just gave him my freaking gangster, like, New Jersey voice.
It started when the City Watch got a call from the Imperial Academy. Someone was attacked.
Was that what I did for him? That doesn't feel right. He's so generic. I'm gonna be real. Okay, this is another criticism I have of the game. Like, say what you will about Ace Attorney, but the characters were very unique. Like, they stuck out. You remember them. A lot of the characters in this game are just like anime boy A, anime boy B, old man A, old man B. Where is... Right, oh, this is all the evidence I have. That's right. Attorney Runestone, Arcane Constructs, Foul Classroom Smell, Imperial, Thingamabobber. Who discovered the body? Valentine and Valerie. Valentina has a magical trace in necromancy. We cast a necromancy spell on her. Very is not cause. Those traces of necromancy and illusion magic causing death of the parent. Headmaster activated the Academy's lockdown in response to receiving a call from security. The call where had been fatally wounded. Yeah, bottle. I think the image is just for example. Academy lockdown system. There's a system of armor that covers the entire academy. Magical barriers that isolate and protect each room in the building. Can't be reached with physical or magical first. They also blockade and teleporting through them. Everyone had a history of bullying students from the common folk and mistreating the academy staff. For several years, she used her position to curry favor with the noble houses. Jan the janitor. 30 minutes before the end, Bellwether walked past Jan in her path, so she shoved him out of the way. She knocked over a vase and shattered it. She yelled at him to be quiet. After this interaction, she walked into Lecture Hall 2B. Oh yeah, I remember now. So the way that it's said, it's pretty obvious that the bellwether that he saw was not the real one, and was in fact the arcane constructs, which very specifically notes that they can only carry out simple tasks, and they speak using the voice of Catherine Bellwether, the victim. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. Bloodstain under the body. This is a really weird thing. There's just, I don't mean to turn this into me complaining about the game, but it's like coming back to me now, like the issues I had with this game. Like it feels, a lot of the visuals feel very cheap. Like, not that you can't make a good game with cheap visuals, but like, you could at least have a bit more variance in the pictures. Like, a lot of these pictures don't actually represent what the thing they're supposed to be is. There's a lot of reused pictures. Like, the only thing differing between these is like the little bar in the bottom right saying, this is an autopsy, this is a reputation, this is a testimony. And it's not even her testimony, it's this guy's. And bloodstain under the body, I have no idea why this would be a picture of a heart, a pool of blood where her body was. It's strange because she shouldn't have been wounded by necrotic blight. Why is this image being used here? Prestidigitation. Oh yeah. One thing I like about this game is that it's got, it's Ace Attorney, but they're bringing like Dungeon and Dragon rules. I think that's kind of cool. It does not heal wounds. Cannot resuscitate someone who's been dead for more than a minute. Eluded completely change their visual appearance. The disguise moves with the target for the duration. It's hit by this villain. Okay. So, right, they used illusory disguise on the arcane construct to make it look like Bellwether. Okay. The enemy target using life energy, creating an undead minion. Minion follows the cast short of it until it is limited. It cannot speak. Oh, right, and this is how we're going to prove that the arcane construct was not, in fact, her alived again corpse. Right. You can end the spell prematurely. But, like, I feel like there is ways that you could write a lot of this so it's not very obvious what is going to be the important point. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just smart. And it's not actually all that obvious. Maybe I've just played too many of these types of games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of these are just free assets. Necrotic Blight. Pulls all the life, resulting in instant death. The spell does not wound the target, nor does it leave any physical evidence, but it still leaves a magical trace. Heals the wounds of the target over the casting time. Wounds on the target are magically healed without leaving any scars or bruises. The spell can't restore missing limbs, nor can it revive someone who's already died. Attempt to resuscitate them. It cannot heal wounds sustained. Results may vary, but cannot resuscitate someone who's been dead longer than a minute. In their hands, this effect will last for as long as they maintain concentration. I'd be really interested to see how this plays in, because there's literally so many things you could draw from that. One of the absolute funniest things I remember when the last time I played this is the fact that they treated him being a necromancer as this big reveal, when literally the moment he was on screen, it said all of this information. Wallace Nightgrave, age 16, student, necromancer. It just said that on like the visual, on the bubble at the bottom of the screen. Of course you remember it, because I literally made like 8 jokes about it. I could not get over the fact that we were supposed to be surprised by that. Like, they kept harping on like how insane it was. Like, you're a necromancer? Wow, wow, wow. Like, they revealed that way too long after when he's first introduced, which is the moment when you learn he's a necromancer. Valentina's magical trace. Okay, so you've got, also you've got twins here, so obviously there's some sort of twin switcheroo nonsense. Is that some art style are slightly different depending on the picture? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like most of the budget for this game went into it having a good soundtrack, which, fair enough. If you're gonna try to do like an Ace Attorney type game, I'd actually say putting your money into the soundtrack is pretty smart. But it's obvious where it didn't go. But I think I'm caught up. But also the downside of, drawing yourself similar to Ace Attorney is that all of the things that you don't do that Ace Attorney does are going to be very obvious. Arcane art would you study if you could? I don't know. It depends on what the options are. I mean, if we're talking like Dungeons and Dragons, I'm not even sure I know all of the schools off the top of my head. This is totally unrelated, but I'm actually curious which one seems the coolest to me. D&D, magic school? The 8 schools of magic are abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation. It's not very... I'm recalling now that it's not very obvious what these are. I chat in the corner. Hi, G. Okay, I wanted to know abjuration, magic, protection, negation, and banishment. Conjuration? Yeah, that's a good choice. Weirdly enough, I kind of lean towards like illusion and then transmutation and evocation. I think probably evocation. I feel like that's like the most straightforward one that would be useful. Depends on a lot of other things. Anyway, the game. Oh, I can't refold that, can I? Yeah.
We set up a perimeter around the area and waited for the lockdown system to deactivate. We finally got into the building. The prosecutor personally inspected the body and detected traces of necromancy. There were no cuts or bruises on the body either. The entire body was clean. Those 2 pieces of evidence, we concluded it could only be the necromancer kid that did it.
The Inquisition's testimony is just as you expected. We've already found and identified the holes in Steelwind's case. All you have to do is find that hole in the commander's testimony.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
I'd rather live in a world where people can't do magic stuff because it'd fall into chaos in a matter of day. Well, yes. I think if we suddenly got introduced to it, it would be one thing. But I offer you this. if the world was like that from the beginning, I think the world would be different to start with. I mean, it would probably be the same level of chaos, but we'd be used to it enough at that point. There'd be very clear rules and boundaries and preventions and countermeasures for all that stuff. So the world would still have a degree of order. I got distracted again. Chronomancy? Honestly, same. When the city, someone would attack the whole building within a perimeter around here. Should I press everything? I should probably press everything. What time did the call come in? A little after 3 p.m. A few minutes after the murder was discovered. Right, you remember that was around the time the lockdown occurred. That was quick, okay. Lockdown can't be ended manually. I'm not even pressing him, I'm just thinking about it. So they must have been forced to wait for the 1 hour duration to elapse. How secure was this perimeter? Is it possible that someone slipped past you? The Inquisition was working in conjunction with the City Watch and the King's Guard. With that many people at the scene, it was very unlikely that anyone escaped unnoticed. True, for better or for worse, the kingdom will act quickly to protect a building filled with nobles. If I give half my friends power like mind control, it'll take like 1 hour then for them to turn evil. You know, fair. That might be too much power. Not that you can hear what I'm saying because an ad is playing. And personally inspected detected traces of necromancy. What did the persecution kick the body into the Inquisition? Well, because I fucking wanted to, bitch. Would you like to insinuate that I am not as competent as Commander White? You don't question her competency. It's still a bizarre decision on her part.
Court admit the prosecutor's actions are unorthodox. We see no reason to question her abilities.
Thank you, Your Honor. That desk slam sound effect sucks. You know, you have a point, but you know, I think I feel like I've criticized the game so much now that, you know, any more would be overdoing it. No cuts and bruises on the body either. Entire body was clean. How carefully was the body checked? Perhaps the prosecution missed something. Shut the fuck up. The coroner couldn't even find the smallest cut, bruise, or fracture on the body. Furthermore, the alchemist report shows no signs of poison or disease. The coroner was actually astounded at how unscathed the body. Makes sense. If somebody had used mend wounds on the body, it would have healed even the minorest of injuries. The question is, how do you prove that? I do like that, to a degree, the main character seems to have some intelligence where they do figure some stuff out before we get to this point. So something like figuring out that the body had mend wounds cast on it is not something I would figure he would just figure out on his own. That's usually kind of thing like in Ace Attorney, they would let you do all of the figuring out. It's a kind of a dangerous game to play because, you know, if you can't give something to the player that is like an obvious answer. But I guess they fixed that by having it be its own sort of thing, like that's its own mini game where you figure that out. So yeah, you know, I just like that. I think that's better than how Ace Attorney does it. You know, give the main character a chance to not be an idiot. Trying to make an Ace Attorney game, you can't stop comparing it to source material. Yeah, exactly. And they are, you know, they are welcoming that kind of criticism when they purposefully make choices like that. They obviously were thinking of Ace Attorney. Obviously. Pretty sure they say it in the description. It's like, this is Ace Attorney meets magic or Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. I don't want this whole stream to turn into me just bashing this game though, because it does have good points. Just a lot of the bad points look very obvious right now. Those they concluded it could only be the necromancer kid. Prosecution believes my client used necrotic blight. Yep, the only way it makes sense. Necrotic blight. I've never heard of this spell. Yes, it's the spell that makes you fucking die instantly. That for some reason we thought was okay for a child to learn. There is literally its only use is killing someone immediately. Why does he know that spell? What the fuck? It drains the life force. You know, it makes their bodily functions cease, instantly killing them. Horrible spell. Child should have never been allowed to. That's a fair point to make. Why the fuck does he know that spell? What were they thinking? Having that spell is not doing Wallace any favors. Yeah, I'll say.
We already investigated the crime scene, so we know that the Inquisition's theory contradicts one of the clues we found.
Right, all we have to do is present that contradiction to the court. Next, waiting for the lockdown system to deactivate. And necromancy on it. Cuts and bruises on the body, either the entire. Okay, so I feel like they're pushing me to prove that Mend Wounds was cast instead of Necrotic Blight, and that's why necromancy is on the body. But I don't know which one I'm supposed to do that on. Like, inspected the body and detected traces of necromancy on it. I guess it's whatever is contradicting them. Reminds me a bit of Danganronpa for some reason. I guess in the sense that there is testimony that we're contradicting, but there's a lot different otherwise. Entire body was clean. But if we present it here, we're saying like, yeah, we're agreeing, saying, yeah, it's because of Mend Wounds. If it were something like the entire body was clean, it could have only been necrotic blight, then it would be obvious. I personally investigated and detected traces of necromancy on it. Set of the those two, it could only be the necromancy. We did it. Maybe it's this one? Because she wouldn't have been wounded by necrotic blight. Or, entire body was clean. Yeah. I mean, maybe this one?
Objection!
Objection! God damn it. Yeah, you know, this is... Maybe this is just a problem with this type of game, because this is a problem with Ace Attorney 2. I know what the answer is, but I don't know what the game wants me to do. Like, I'm pretty sure they want me to prove something that has to do with the fact that Mend Wounds is probably cast on it instead of Necrotic Blight. But I feel like I could do that with any of these. Maybe not the first two. Personally inspect the body and detected there's a necromancy on it. It can only be the necromancer kids that did it. No cuts and bruises on the body either. But the thing is, there's also other pieces of evidence that apply to that same effort, right? There's Mend Wounds. I could be using Mend Wounds. I could be using Necrotic Blight. I could be presenting the bloodstain under the body. They're all things that have to do with the same idea. That combined with the fact that there are 3 statements here that bring up like necromancy being used, or like those two, only the necromancer kid who did it. No cuts or bruises on the body either. The entire body was clean. Did I already... That one?
Objection!
That was it? The bloodstain? I don't... Alright. Commander White! It appears you've neglected to mention one key detail of the crime scene. Yeah, and what's that? During your testimony, you said the entire body was clean. I will admit there weren't any wounds on the body. However, the body was certainly not clean. Yeah, she's not impressed. The characters look they're on a green screen because they are being applied to these backgrounds. Scene of the crime, there was a large pool of blood located where the body was. Blood came from the victim's body, and it was definitely not clean like the commander testified.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but I fail to see the significance of this. I'm very stupid, you see.
I'd like to remind the court of the fact that people bleed when they're wounded. Accusing him of murdering the victim using necrotic blight, a spell which would not have physically wounded the victim. So why was there any blood at all? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The fact still stands there were no wounds on the body, nor were there any reports of poison or disease on the autopsy. These are clearly magical elements in this case. But Catherine Bellwether was bleeding profusely at some point. How else would there be a blood stain on the body? Do you have an explanation for that, Miss Steelwind? No, I'll admit the prosecution doesn't have an explanation for that. And while I do find the circumstances questionable, all other evidence clearly points to the defendant. Which spell would leave a trace of necromancy? Well, obviously, that one we know. Victim wasn't killed with necromancy, then why was there a trace of it on the body? I'm glad you asked. I'd like to present a spell that could have left a trace of necromancy on the body. Ironically enough, most of the stuff that I like about this game is the stuff that it specifically does differently from Ace Attorney. It's just the stuff that it tries to copy Ace Attorney that feel cheap and cut short. Like, I don't know. That's a problem you can say with most games that try to do something like this. Like the little thinking puzzles during the investigation. I love that. The investigation portions in Ace Attorney are fucking boring. Because it is just dialogue and gathering evidence and all that. You have no actual agency over that whole section. That's why most people just sort of skip through those parts. Not skip, but they're kind of they're checked out a little bit until they get to the game. I think they're adding gameplay into the actual investigation makes a big difference. I mean, that's why Ace Attorney started adding things like the psych locks and stuff, but it didn't change much. It's also why I like Ace Attorney investigations, because the entire game is the investigation, so they have to have there be gameplay during those parts. Oh, right.
Mend wounds! Mend wounds! Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a healing spell?
That's correct, Your Honor. Spells from the School of Necromancy can control the forces of death and life. Mend Wounds is, in fact, a necromancy spell.
Really now? I wasn't aware of this.
That's because you're a bigoted fuck, Your Honor. Now I'd like the court to consider the following. What would happen if Bellwether was wounded and someone attempted to heal her using Mend Wounds? All of her wounds would disappear from her body.
I see.
Objection! Do you honestly think I'm that incompetent, Mr. Cuthbert?
A little?
Frankly, I'm a little insulted.
What?
The Inquisition is well aware of what happens when a mage attempts to save a victim using Mend Wounds. The healers that arrive at the scene already confirm that the victim was long dead. None of them attempted to heal her.
Well, what if somebody tried to heal her and didn't report it?
Please, none of the healers would have anything to gain by doing so. In fact, as a necromancer, the defendant could have easily carried out the described scenario. He could have cast Mend Wounds on the victim after murdering her to confound the investigation. And why the fuck would that do anything?
Why the fuck would that do anything, Arya? Why would that confound the investigation? Huh? They know you can find magic on it. They're just like, I don't want him to know that I just killed her. So I'm gonna heal her and then leave her dead body here over all this blood. At the end of the day, the burden of the proof is on you. If you could just find out who healed the body, this case is yours. The healer is Valentina, definitely knows her. Your Honor, I would admit that I don't have any evidence to support my theory. Wait, why did they say her? Was that a slip-up? The only person I know who's necromancy is Wallace. I'm gonna be pissed if it turns out that one of these two is a necromancer. Okay? Real pissed. Because that means that they are well aware that there's an arcane art section to their profile that they can change whenever they want. And they just left that loose thread there. I think this would be cool in a D&D campaign. Yeah, you know, it probably would be. I like a murder mystery type D&D campaign. Very rarely done because they're hard to write. These kind of things are difficult to write. Especially in D&D where you can't really predict what it is your players are going to choose to do to investigate. And if you're not careful about how you like spread things around, they could literally find the answer immediately. You have to be aware of what all of your players are capable of doing. Like not even just by themselves, but with combining their powers. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I'm sure some sort of geek of a DM would be capable, implying that there are DMs that would not fall under the fall under the umbrella of geek. However, I do believe we can bring it to light. There may have been 2 people that witnessed someone cast magic on the body. Valentina and Valerie Lianis, the sister who discovered the body.
This is nonsense. We've already questioned those 2 witnesses extensively. If they had witnessed something like that, it would have come up in their testimony.
If that's true, then you have nothing to lose by hearing their testimonies.
Very well. If you're so confident, let's hear the witness's testimony.
Seems the prosecution has no objections. However, this line of questioning leads nowhere. I will see no further reason to prolong this trial. You understand, Mr. Cuthbert?
Of course, Your Honor. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert.
Crap, it's that guy from before. Is he the necromancer's lawyer?
She just got on the stand and she's already stressed out. This could work in your favor.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
I play D&D camping with a gun? Huh?
My name? Witness, there's no need to be so nervous. We merely want to hear about what you saw on the day of the murder. Right, it's just that guy over there. You mean Mr. Cuthbert? Did this man harass you, witness?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. He, super harassed me.
How shameful. Expect a member of our justice system to behave more professionally.
Oh, shut up. Anyways, please state your name and occupation for the court, Miss Yanis.
Calm down, you can't prove anything. My name is Valentina Yanis. I'm a member of the kitchen staff at the Wyvern Guard Imperial Academy. As I recall, you're one of the witnesses who discovered the body. Apparently, the defendant finds your involvement suspect.
She's not very good at hiding it.
Rest assured, Miss Yanis. In this courtroom, you'll be protected from Mr. Cuthbert's harassment.
Ugh.
Please testify to the court on what happened that day. Yeah. I was walking with my sister in the West Wing when we noticed something in the nearby classroom. We looked over to see what it was. We saw Miss Bellwether bleeding on the ground. My sister tried her best to help her, but the professor had already lost a lot of blood. My sister did that. I used an emergency communication device to call for help.
It was too late. By the time her bleeding stopped, she'd already lost too much blood.
If your theory is true, that means she just lied in her testimony. She's definitely holding something back.
She definitely saw more than she's letting on. Just need to prove that somehow. God! I forgot how much talking there is in visual novel type games. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't play visual novel type games even for my story focused game day. Water and water, water, water. Oh, thank you, Bob. Water and water, water. Yep. I appreciate it, Bobber. Thanks for the pet, too. Alright, let's get serious. Walking with my sister with. And there he saw Miss Bow there, bleeding on the ground. Damage, I'm just pressed. Or get pet Poppet lethal. What would that look like? Where were you two coming from?
We came from the kitchen. We were taking a break after the lunch rush.
Cafeteria? It is on the west side of the academy. It's believable they'd be on that side of the building.
What did you see in the classroom, Miss Giannis?
Look over and see what was with Miss Bell being on the ground. Did you notice anything else strange in the lecture room?
There was that terrible smell. It was awful. I almost couldn't see because of how much it was tearing up. Other than that, I was mostly focused on the professor.
Makes sense. It'd be hard to notice anything else. Aggressive and squish your model up and down. I don't even know how I would do that. It would be super funny if I could. I think there is like there's the closest thing I can think is that the integrated system throwing thingy has like a bonk option. I've never actually tested it. I think it does. It just sort of hits me on the head with something like directly. I just never enabled it because it seemed like it wasn't too different from just throwing something at me. Maybe if I messed around with that, I could make something like that. Tried to help her, like using mend wounds. I swear, I swear to fuck, if that girl's a necromancer. Oh, Shark's been knocked out. Annis, how exactly did your sister try to help Miss Bellwether?
What? I slipped up. Oh, my sister used first aid to try to stop the bleeding.
I see. Could you please add that detail to your testimony?
Yeah, sure.
And Bopper's been knocked out. You know, the one thing I didn't consider when I have this knockout thing in my stream is that it also deletes like everything that the person said in the last, I think, 10-20 minutes or something, which means, and in the end result, the VOD, if someone watches a chat replay, you know, they won't be there to begin with, which means there will be no evidence of who I'm talking to. Use first aid and apply pressure to her wound to stop the bleeding. But there was no fucking wound, you idiot! There was no wound, you fool! Where is that? Wait, where the hell is that? By leading to fire. Use. There are no wounds on the body. There are no wounds on the body, though. Where's that? Where's that? Not caused by poison the D's. Is this one? Objection! Yeah, that's it.
Witness, what is the meaning of this? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Maybe I can elaborate, Miss Yanis. I love how they tried to make it like she noticed the problem too, but okay, so why didn't she notice it until after I said something? That's why chat deletes itself. Yeah, I mean, the whole reason I started streaming to begin with is so that I could justify the fact that I talk to myself while I play video games. So that's not too far off the mark. Yeah, I can elaborate, Miss Yanis. You weren't present in the gallery earlier, were you?
No, I was waiting in the lobby. Lady Steelwind told me to wait there.
Well, I suppose I should consider myself lucky. You see, one key element of the case is that the body didn't have any wounds on it.
Yeah?
So, do I have to explain? Yanis, how did Valerie apply first aid when there shouldn't have been any wounds on the body?
What? I screwed up. I saw the wound on her. What happened?
Clearly something amiss here. I'm afraid I don't fully understand the implications of this. You accusing the witness of committing perjury, Mr. Cuthbert?
So many lies, they stay as close to the truth as possible when changing minute details. In her thoughts, Valentina said she was sure she saw a wound on Bellwether. Oh, by the way, for people who are new to this game, our main character Tyrion has a passive ability that is, at this point, not fully explained, that allows him to read surface level thoughts from people. Which, as you can imagine, is super useful for an investigation, but also it's a secret, so he can't tell anybody about it. And explain why he knows what somebody's thinking. She mentioned that Valerie was the one that tried to save the brother. Another thing that I think is kind of cool about this game, admittedly it's not too different from like this psychic weird stuff that they do in Ace Attorney, but how they added into the game is pretty interesting. I have a fox persona, so I'm crazier than you. Is the fox persona considered like the craziest of personas? She didn't try to save Bella with the first aid. Could you use magic instead? Is she a fucking necromancer? Sister could be the mage you're looking for. You're kidding. You're fucking kidding me. Witness was lying, Your Honor, but not about everything. Valerie did try to save the victim's life by dressing her wounds, but she didn't use first aid. She used magic. No, he found us out. Oh my god.
Objection! What the fuck? I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but your theory's completely flawed.
I mean, to be fair, jumping to the conclusion, she must have used magic, is kind of insane. How so, Miss Steelwind?
Well, it's quite simple. We've already verified that neither of the sisters are mages.
What? Wait, how can you be so sure?
During the investigation, we found we had both the Yanis sisters attuned to a spell compendium. It's standard procedure for the Inquisition when interviewing witnesses.
Then that means...
That's correct. Neither of the Yanis students could attune to a compendium.
That's right, the Inquisition checked us both. Yeah, I think some twin shenanigans are afoot here. Neither of us are mages. Wow, I'm a bad liar. You wrong about Valerie being a mage? It can't be right. Thought said he found us out. That means you were on the right track. Now he has to be the mage you're looking for. Celeste, is it possible for a mage to hold a spell compendium and avoid attuning to it?
No, it just needs...
Oh, right.
No, it just needs to be on their person. When I was arrested, the Inquisition also made me attune to one of their spell compendiums. They were really careful to make sure I did the attunement correctly. There's no way a mage could avoid attuning to a compendium with them watching you.
Right. Commander White may be negligent sometimes, but even he isn't that careless. Now, if you're done, I do believe you've exhausted all your options. Wait, I'm not done cross-examining this witness.
You possibly hope to glean from her testimony.
Tina should be stressed out enough to see more of her thoughts. You can't say that you're planning on reading her mind. There's one key element of her testimony that the court is overlooking. Oh, cool. Now we're dipping into the Phoenix Wright playbook. I thought knockout would knock you out. Oh, you fool. That's not how it works. And also not the first person to fall for it. Not the first person to fall for that. Oh, you should have read the description for it.
Your Honor, the defense is clearly trying to buy time.
Ah, shit.
I'd be compelled to agree with you. I admit some elements of the witness's testimony are quite peculiar. Allowed the defense to perform one more cross-examination.
That was close.
But know that this is your last chance, Mr. Cuthbert. If you produce nothing substantial, I will pass my verdict.
Of course, Your Honor. All right, it's all or nothing. Can't find anything by reading her mind. This whole case is finished. Witness, please give your testimony once more. Okay. Damn it, how long is he planning to keep me up here? Definitely surprised when I saw her like that. Maybe stupid, or you can't read. Either are acceptable options. Rushed over to her. Commissioner, I don't know if I saw any wounds on her, but I definitely saw blood. Go back on that now, just need to play dumb. I tried to save her, but she didn't use any magic. Sorry, you're too kind-hearted for your own good. Us is a mage. Both of us held the book and I was caught off guard when they asked us. They almost found us out. I was the whole time. I can confirm it's a good thing we're twins, or else that trick wouldn't have worked. Good. Oh yeah. This isn't a criticism of the game. This is a criticism of this trope. I would just love it if there was an investigation type game where there were twins and that was just an unimportant element of their character. They just happened to be twins. Like, they didn't do anything. There's no switcheroo. There was no one mixed up for another. They just happened to be twins. I would love that to be for the case. Because whenever they do a thing and there's two characters and there's even one comment of like, oh wow, they look pretty similar, it's like, okay, I see where this is going. There's gonna be a twin trick. What are we going to do? We have pretty hard proof that Valerie isn't a mage. Valerie is the mage we're looking for, I'm sure of it. Just not sure why they felt the need to lie. How did they trick the Inquisition? Oh, come on, Tyrion, please. Good thing we're twins. Oh, interpret. Oh, we got the millennial puzzle over here. I don't remember this being a thing. And it's your thoughts betray you. Okay, you can't say that. Found the thought. They must have done something. What was happening when White was interrogating? Oh, I remember this because I commented on it. Orem was the one who collected their statements. Did he notice anything off about their behavior? From what he said, they had a few quirks, but nothing too suspicious. Quirks? He told me they were running and spinning around him during questioning. What does that mean? I have no idea. Perhaps they were still on edge after finding their coworker murdered. Or maybe they're just fucking autistic. Do we have autism in this fantasy world? Of course we do. Okay, that's exactly what I said. I remember very specifically because I clipped it. Running and spinning. Also, a good thing. How did the twins trick the Inquisition? By being twins. This is another thing. Good point for this game. This is like objectively one of the best kinds of things to have in this type of investigation puzzle game is like these mix and match type things, because it is the only way that you can have a preset answer for something and still make somebody forced to consider all the possibilities. All right, there's literally only one other game I've ever played is like Grimlock Investigation or something that had something like this, and it's a great way to have somebody figure out an answer without giving them like a multiple choice. Because this isn't really multiple choice. There's so many combinations you can make here that it comes pretty close to you having to just figure it out yourself. All right. So, switched places with Valerie. Of course, they switched places. Ugh, man, I called that the moment they first appeared, before I even knew this would happen. Tina attuned to the first spell, then she pretended to be Valerie to attune to the second one. And her White couldn't tell the difference between them. Although I would say, I feel like that's something that you would bring up. They can do a spell that can revive the dead, but they can't make a spell to detect twins or people who wear disguises. Yeah, that's fair. They should probably have a mage on hand who is like if they had a mage in this world who was part of the investigation team who had like a zone of truth, that would be it. There'd be like next to no crime. Commander White couldn't tell the difference between it. Mr. Yanis, there's something I want to confirm. During the investigation, both you and Valerie attuned to a spell compendium. Am I correct? Yeah, the knight watched us do it. And how did he have you do this? Did you both attune to those compendiums at the same time? Or did you attune one after another? What? I fail to see how that makes any difference, Mr. Cuthbert.
Yes, I agree. We all just fucking stupid, I guess.
Like, come on, guys. Have they just not seen them? Do they not know? They look almost exactly the same?
It'll work regardless of what order they went in.
Not be aware of this, Your Honor. Valerie and Valentina Valerianus are identical twins, which means that their physical appearance are nearly identical to each other. And also, by matter of course, they wear the same outfits. Because of course they do, they're twins. Commander White didn't have them attuned at the same time. What would stop the twins from switching places with another?
Objection!
This is clearly nothing but baseless conjecture. Is it? Who wouldn't fail at such a basic task? Oh shit, we're throwing him under the bus. Really, Prosecutor Steelwind? I think he would fail at such a basic task. Do you find it hard to... Oh, we're literally throwing him under the... Do you find to believe that Commander White would fail at a task like this? Wait a minute, this is crazy. We didn't trick the Inquisition. My sister and I are not mages. Then prove it, Miss Hyannis. We have mages, but we can't afford to test 2 people at the same time. Then prove it, Miss Hyannis. In fairness, when there are this kind of tests being done in actual investigations, they have no reason to try to do them at the same time. Like, because usually the equipment is advanced enough that they couldn't afford, they would need more than one of that expensive equipment. However, I think it's a pretty stupid that he had not even considered that he might have tested the same twin. Especially considering they were going out of their way to like shuffle themselves around. And he was just like,
yeah, I trust that this is the other twin.
I should put my tip about like popping out the stream during ads to bot it, because I learned that recently. That's super helpful, and also might get like patched out however Twitch decides to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm gonna give some really cool information to the people who return from the ad break. So, something interesting to all the people who were just watching ads just now. So, there is actually a way that you can cause 2 streams to play at the same time. True, but cool trick, guys. If you don't like watching ads, there is a way to still watch the stream anyway on desktop. And you can, it usually plays like a little mini stream in the corner, just muted, but obviously can't unmute it because they want you to listen to the ad. You can technically pop out that mini stream and unmute it yourself. So you can still watch the stream on the mini player while the ad plays on the actual player. It's not a consistent trick, but hey, more people should know about it. I'm playing TF2 while watching the stream, then you don't even need to worry about it. Just continue allowing me to be background noise. That is 3/5 of my purpose. Then prove it, Miss Ionis! Bring in your sister and we'll have you attuned to 2 spell compendiums at the same time. No, wait!
Oh. Order in the court. It's clear that we won't get anywhere unless we test the defense's theory. Bailiff, escort Valerie Ionis to the stand and bring 2 unattuned spell compendiums.
Yeah. See, now we are over the point when I would normally stop stream, but in this kind of game, it's not easy to just stop wherever. I'm gonna keep going until I find a good spot. I don't think this should take too long. Make sure to mark this point in the stream if I turn out to be super wrong.
They both had their hands on those compendiums for the last 10 minutes. There's no way they can fake it in front of this many people.
All right, it's a moment of truth.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water,
Thank you,
water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
No, did he seriously?
What is it, Prosecutor Steelwind? What do you see?
God fucking damn it. What I see is Commander White seeking new employment in the near future. It appears the defense was correct. Valentina Ionis isn't a mage, but Valerie Ionis is. And yet we can only afford to have one at a time. What's more, Valerie Ionis' compendium contains the Mend Wounds spell, which makes the defense's theory entirely plausible. Please, just allow me to explain. We should allow you to explain what exactly. You're an unregistered mage.
So what water substitute are you drinking this time? This time it is actually water. It is actually a bottle of water. So there is no drink substitute this time. To be fair, the last time that I was using a substitute was on Dossie's stream when I was drinking mango juice. I just happened to be drinking mango juice at the time, and I felt like, well, I might as well just drink this. I had water at the time. Just, you know, it's in a bottle, mango juice was in a cup. Might as well drink the stuff that's in the cup. When you drink tap water, I really don't think I would survive that. I have the immune system of an amoeba.
And you and your sister have made fools out of all of us with your perjury. How would you know what it's like, Lady Steelwind? What? Huh? Do you think we didn't notice your name? You're not like us. You don't have to hunt. Whatever. This whole situation has gotten out of hand. I didn't think hiding it would cause so much trouble. And I won't let somebody go to prison because of me, even if he is a necromancer. Please let me testify about what I saw. I'll tell you what really happened that day.
I did not realize that was the other sister. Why do their names have to be so similar? When has might as well drink what's in the cup ever gone well? You know, it's a basic thing of testing. If that is, taste is one of the 5 testing sensors.
Understand there will be repercussions for your actions, witness.
Yes, I know. My sister and I were walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the foyer, when suddenly I spotted the professor lying in a pool of blood near a nearby classroom. Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I cast Mend Wounds on her to close her wounds. But it was too late. I closed the hole in her stomach, but she was already dead.
Hole in her stomach? That's what I'm saying.
There was a hole in her stomach?
I'm imagining it wasn't like a straight through hole, like a Dragon Ball Z-esque. Because I hesitate to think anyone could save you from that. Your Honor, as you can clearly see from the witness's testimony, the trace of necromancy was left by the witness, not my client. What's more, it's clear there was a physical wound on the body.
I see. Well,
His words trail off. He clearly doesn't want to pass a verdict when there's no clear culprit. But he has no choice. The case against Wallace is predicated on Bellwether being killed by necromancy. With Valerie's testimony, the prosecution doesn't have a shred of evidence implicating him. Yeah, I know somehow they're going to dig their way out of this, but how? Okay, that was like the basis of their entire theory. Unless they just pull something straight out of their ass. You know, a la how the defense usually does it.
The court sees no reason to prolong this trial. These new developments, the court has no choice but to find Wallace Rygrave not... Okay, what the hell?
I believe the court is ignoring one key detail of the witness's testimony.
And what would that be, Miss Steelwind?
Let's re-examine the witness's testimony.
Valentina used a communication device. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are they going to have her come up with a new theory on the spot based on this new evidence? And not in like a bullshit way, but just straight up a brand new theory? Because that would be super cool. I'm not sure they ever do that in Ace Attorney.
Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I cast Men Wounds.
Oh, I already read this. This just happened. Why are we flashing? Literally just happened. Like, you don't have to pick up everything that Ace Attorney does. We don't need every flashback.
Communication device that Valentina Annas used logs the time of day during each use. From this log, we know that Valentina used this device at 3:04 p.m.
Okay, now I see where this is going. So, they're gonna say, but she was already dead then. It was 2:01 p.m. Here's my prediction, alright? Here's where I show my future sight. It was 2:01 p.m. She was already dead then. It couldn't possibly be her because, 30 minutes before they found the body, like, you saw her, she was walking around, she was all living and shit.
It was an hour after the time of death.
Where are you going with this?
Mr. Cuthbert, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found. Jan Hughes. Oh shit, looks like I'm super predictable. He, along with another witness, spotted Bellwether walking in the hallways before the body was found.
I forgot this guy was like weirdly Elvis themed.
I was cleaning the halls. Bellwether knocked over the base with shards and dirt everywhere. Probably 20 to 30 minutes before the twins found the body.
20 to 30 minutes before the body was found. You see the discrepancy, Mr. Cuthbert?
I don't. That can't be right. I'm still not supposed to figure this out for like 20 minutes. How did Jan see her after death?
Wonder, Mr. Cuthbert, how can I make a dead body move and walk around?
No, you can't mean, oh, yes, it was an undead. It was an undead. No, it wasn't. It wasn't an undead. There's more than one piece. Oh, God. Undead created within the imperial. How reprehensible. Also, hold on, let me double check. Animate corpse. Yeah, there's another one, buddy. Why do you have that? Why do you have that? Why? There's no... Like, you were being watched closely, apparently, but you just have free reign of the school with spells like that? A hole in her stomach when the twins found her. Jen Hughes would have noticed that.
The corpse stops the flow of blood, so she wouldn't have tracked blood anywhere.
Stops the flow doesn't mean that it disappears. The flow stops. The flowing that has happened still exists. There would be blood. The Fen is also proficient with using illusion magic. Ooh. Yeah. What? Hold on. What spells did he have? Men wound illusory. Oh my god, buddy. Why do you have all of the perfect spells to do this? illusory disguise. Usually to hide the undead bellwether's wounds. Okay, now a fair point on that one. Their party could have easily used illusion magic to disguise themselves as the victim. If they were true, how did they move the body to the classroom? Hold on. Oh, wait, I know what the next thing is gonna be. Yeah. Intelligence limit, it cannot speak. However, Jan said, she said, be quiet. So, that's the next thing.
The steel wind. If your theory is true, it would mean the murder occurred elsewhere. Did the Inquisition happen to know where?
Regrettably, we do not.
Then you fucked up, princess. Prosecution claims to get my client is still faulty. Can't convince my client without more evidence.
I agree with Mr. Cuthbert. With these new developments, the court sees fit to suspend the trial for the...
Please don't. Please don't. I mean, it would help for ending the stream, but like, I know how to prove this wrong now. Court is adjourned. What? Oh my god.
Hey, you feeling okay? You look like you were really wanting to say something.
Body seen moving around. Clearly wasn't Bellwether. She wasn't alive when this happened, so when was it? You know, there's illusion magic involved. Which spell was it? Could it have been illusory disguise? Carry on. What? Being quiet. I'm getting a little lazy with the voice acting, but I'm gonna be real. I'm getting a little bit tired of all the talking. Like, I know that's kind of against the point since I'm voice acting, but like, it's just so, it's so predictable. It's so predictable. I don't even see the point of reading the dialogue when I know exactly what everyone is gonna say.
Making me worried.
Sorry, I was just thinking about what Steelwind said.
You read her theory? It's a little creepy when you think about it. You really think somebody turned the professor into an undead?
I don't think so. The prosecution's case is hinged on one clear fact that Wallace was the only high-level necromancer nearby. I assume he's the only person capable of that type of magic.
And how is she walking around?
Oh, thank you, Stanger. Cast pet. It's a given that Wallace didn't touch the body, so we can discount the use of high-level necromancy.
No matter what, somebody used an illusion. But aren't there spells that create freestanding illusions, not just disguises?
I honestly don't know. You need to talk to someone who knows about that type of magic. No, we fucking don't! I know! I know how to prove it right now! We don't need more evidence. I'm sure we do for other things, but for disproving that theory outright, we don't. I didn't want this game. I criticized this game a lot when I played it last time too. I didn't want to do that. I don't like bashing games really, but I don't like bad writing. I don't like bad writing. I don't like bad game design. And this is bad writing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the developer. Clearly there was love put into this game, but this is bad writing. Like there's corners cut where corners should not be cut. Didn't Eris say she was studying illusion magic? She might be able to tell us something like this possible.
Is that really a good idea?
What do you mean?
What if she's the one who created the illusion?
What now? Detecting fear from her again. Celeste, are you scared of Eris?
What? No.
I saw it this morning. You always get really scared when she's around.
Oh, I thought I was doing a better job of hiding it. Sorry, it's not based on anything real, but for years I've worked as a mercenary. When you do that kind of work, you build up an instinct to sense danger. You kind of have to if you want to stay alive.
Sorry, I never knew.
Huron, I fought literal monsters and barely escaped with my life. When I'm near Eris, none of those creatures come even close. I get this feeling. It's like I'm in front of a predator that I couldn't ever hope to beat. Every instinct I have tells me to run whenever she's close by.
Really? But she doesn't seem that dangerous.
I know. I think maybe I'm just anxious or something. I should know better than anyone not to judge people by their appearance. Sorry, forget I said anything. You think we should talk to her, then we should do that.
You're not one to discount Celeste's instincts. She's always been reliable. If Eris is making her scared, that must mean something. If Eris is really that dangerous, that's all the more reason to talk to her. Aside from that, there was also something else the prosecutor said. There's a witness who saw Jan Hughes. Elong spotted. Yes, we just saw this. We just saw this. Along with another witness. That's fair. That's an interesting thing. Another witness that saw Bellwether walking around. Jan probably isn't the most reliable witness. That's you talking, my bad.
So talking to that other person might help us figure out what happened. But do you think Steelwind will tell us who that witness was?
At this point, we won't lose anything by trying. Hey Pace, it looks like you have a work cut out for you. Where should you start first? To save your progress? You bet your sweet rays I'll do. Okay, wow. Taking a sharp turn with the next scene, huh? Okay. That's it for stream. I went half an hour over? That's not so bad. Man, I feel bad because I hold on. I need to turn off my stream preview so it doesn't screw me. Here we go. I feel bad because I don't like bashing games, especially indie games. The last type of game that needs to be bashed is an indie game. Right? Those ones deserve like a little bit more respect. And that game clearly was not just a cash grab. There was thought and love put into it. The problem is that even when you can put love into something and still not have it come out well. Love itself does not make a game good. Like, for example, if you can love a game, but also writing is not your strong suit, you can probably try your best, but it will not be, still won't be a better writer because you love something. That actually sounds a lot meaner than I thought it would. But, yep, that's it. I'm probably not going to play that game again for a while. I really don't want to be playing games that make me act like that. And also, it's too much talking for me. But I'm going to raid out. And anyone who wants to be a part of that raid can be a part of it. I will probably say something like, hey, and then leave immediately. And put money and time into raising your children that can still end up a thug. I wouldn't know if I'd use that analogy specifically for that metaphor, but yeah, you know, it's like because like care and love means a lot. It means that you can do a lot more for a game. If you care about its end product, then that fuels a game. It can let you draw a lot more quality out of something than you would be able to if you didn't really care. Or even just cared enough to do your job right. But especially because I'm pretty sure this game just had like a small team, I think. Could be totally wrong about that. I just vaguely remember that being said. But in that case, if you're not like hiring outsiders or you don't even have a lot of money, they could have just had a limited budget. They did hire a like I think semi well known YouTube musician to do the soundtrack. That couldn't have been cheap. But it also seems like that's where most of the budget went. But anyway, where am I gonna rain out to? I do this quick because I am still hungry. I say quick, but I always spend way too much time trying to figure out who to raid. Do. How hungry? Oh, I'm hungry. No. Dear God. Uh, it looks like. Hmm. Somebody is doing a. Uh, this is somebody I follow. I think it's somebody I followed at somebody else's recommendation because usually that's a. If I follow somebody and I don't immediately recognize them, it's because it's something that somebody else liked, but I never personally really interacted with them much. It looks like they're having a stream anniversary, whatever the hell that means. Maybe, nah. Uh, I could just do somebody that I know, but also I do that often. Let's see. Um, I kind of want to rate Ungodly Gazette here, but also, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna rate Stitcher. I feel like I have rated them not too long ago, but also I'm doing it anyway. I try to be different, not rating the same people over and over again, but I am also a victim to preference, and I like Stitcher. What the hell are you guys talking about, Chet? Well, thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate everybody who comes in and watches my stream or just have it as background noise while I do other stuff or anything. I feel very happy about where I am right now as a streamer. I I get a good amount of people who talk in chat. I get a good amount of people who just lurk in chat. This is like it's still small. I'm still a small streamer by like every definition, but compared to when I started, this is so much leagues above it, and I'm really happy about that. And I really want to start doing more things to improve my channel. Uh, but I've not made much progress on that. But I will soon. I swear. Hopefully. Uh, hope you guys enjoy the stream that we're rating into if you decide to stay. But I appreciate being a part of it either way. Bye bye. Thank you, Pod Watchers.